What's going on, guys? It's RDubs here, bringing you another Borderlands 2 Reborn year video, and today we're going to be talking about an SMG. We're going to be talking about the Electrum. So the Electrum is a Hyperion legendary SMG. It is always shock, and it's a pretty drastic difference from its base game counterpart. So from the vanilla game, it replaces the Yellow Jacket, which was the E-Tech Hyperion SMG that was a unique weapon from the Sir Hammerlock Big Game Hunt DLC, and it's got a whole story about how it was kind of a community-made weapon, right? That was introduced to the game by the Borderlands devs, and the thing about the Yellow Jacket that I think people weren't too thrilled about was that it fired its pellets, right? It fired those E-Tech SMG pellets, and it would start out slow, but then accelerate in speed until you couldn't see the pellets, right? And so it was kind of a lackluster SMG at the end of the day. Well, they replaced it with the Electrum, which has pretty significant difference in the effect. First big thing I want to point out is the actual skin. They've changed the skin, and they used one they may have just used the Commerce's skin, honestly. So as I'm moving the gun around, you can see that some of the lightning effects are kind of moving around with it, and that's even true when you're walking around with the gun as well. But in addition to that, they've done some crazy stuff with the stats. So you'll notice in the red text it says science. Fires a steady beam of electricity, and it has 100% splash damage. So just to show you what that kind of looks like here, you can see it looks like it's firing this like a straight lightning bolt almost, right? Which was kind of cool. I have no idea how Aaron was able to get this thing to be programmed to do that, but that's kind of insane, to be entirely honest with you about it. But one of the other things I want to point out about the item card, right? So you see that the gun itself does, 1,095 damage, which is significantly less than what the Yellow Jacket would do. But then you'll also notice the electrocute chance is 100%, and that's always the case. It is always going to have a 100% electrocute chance, and the shock damage is actually higher than the base game, or than the base weapon damage at 1358. So the way that actually works is that they've made it so that the weapon's shock chance is always 100%, and whatever the damage of the gun is, approximately 120% of that is what the dot damage is going to be for the weapon. And on top of that, you have that 100% splash damage. So when I end up shooting it at this guy, right, you can see it's getting like 29. The health bar is kind of in the way there. Let's see if I can, if I aim ADS, that might be. You still can't really see it, but it's like 2947 is the damage that I'm doing to him, and in addition to that, like with a crit, getting up to 7,000, right? But the dot damage there, I think there were some numbers that were up in the 500s on the dot damage, right? Yeah, it looks like there were some 500s in there on the dot damage. That's pretty stout dot damage, right? Just because of the fact that it's doing that 1358 damage per second with dots. So this is a gun that really kind of benefits from. It's really kind of designed as like it can do good damage, but then it can also be used as a weapon to put dots on enemies, which is just insane, to be quite honest. I didn't have much experience being able to use this in game. I got it towards the end of my playthrough. It's just sort of like, oh hey, this got dropped, so that's kind of cool. But I didn't get much of an opportunity to play around with it. But let me know what you guys think about the Electrum. If you want to get a hold of one, you can pick it up from Foreman Jasper. He's that special, unique Hyperion engineer in Opportunity. Normally, he's the one that drops the black hole, right? Who also gets renamed in True Vault Hunter mode and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode for the vanilla game into Foreman Rusty. But yeah, if you wanna get a hold of an Electrum, go kill him a couple of times and see if you can get a hold of it and play around with it. I thought it was an interesting gun, being able to change something that shoots traditional pellets into, kind of almost like the lasers from the pre-sequel, one of those continuous lasers, but it doesn't have that crazy kick where you're getting, it has that initial kick where you're bouncing around a bunch, but instead of those continuous beam lasers that lose accuracy the longer you hold them down, because this is a Hyperion SMG, it gains accuracy the more you're shooting it. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the Electrum. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to catch me streaming live, you can head on over to twitch.tv/rdub7041. I usually stream over there about 2 to 3 times a week or so, and you can follow me over there so you get notified whenever I go live. Once again, y'all, thanks for stopping by and watching. And if you want to see any particular weapons that you're interested in from the Reborn mod, I'm starting to get towards the end of my list of ones that I've found throughout my playthroughs. But if there's particular ones you guys want me to go over and discuss, leave a comment down below and let me know, and I'll do my best to get to those as I get to them. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll hope to catch you next time. Peace out.